I cannot believe how fast 2025 has flown by, and I thought maybe before 2026 gets here, it'd be a good idea to just look back at everything that happened this year. Welcome to Weld, where each week we explore different pathways in the welding industry. I'm your host, Beau Wigington, and this week I'm joined by the one and only Austin Hargett. You might know him as Dr. Weldz. But we're sitting down and looking back over this past year and giving you a little insight on what it takes to make all the videos, the different trips that we go on, and fun things that happen that you might not get to see, and some of our favorite social moments of the year too. So before 2026 is here, let's close it out right by taking a trip down memory lane. We dive in right now. It has been a year, Austin. It has been quite a year.
What a year.
And we've went to all kinds of different places. We've tried all kinds of different welding. And now I think it'd be a great idea to just look back at some of the things we've done, videos, trips, and clips that we put out. What do you think?
Got like a cozy fire we can kind of cuddle up next to?
No. All right. So going back over some of the videos, what a lot of people come to weld.com for is the videos. So let's go back through some of the top videos of the year. So
let's do it. I love videos. You know me.
Well, the top video of the year up until this week, actually, we were going to do this recap a couple weeks ago. And now that we've pushed it to now, the top video of the year just happened. So we went over some hacks. What was your favorite hack, Austin?
I'm proud of a lot of the videos that we've been able to accomplish this past year. And this one being towards the end of it and just seeing it take off is just like, just go figure. I think the most useful hack is the weld cleaning one, the passivating one. I've always wanted a weld passivating system, and I just didn't put that together. You could put it on your TIG machine.
You just gotta do a little MacGyver action though, right?
Yeah, you got jerry rig it a little bit, but I bet there's even a better setup for it. Someone said you don't even need AC, so I'd like to try that and just try it on just DC negative and see if it works.
I mean, that was one of my favorite ones. I mean, we saw a bunch of people did the torching, the flap discs. We've seen that one a lot.
Yeah.
The outside corner trick, that one I thought was pretty slick.
A lot of people were like, dude, I've been doing that for years. It's like, I'm sorry.
Old news. Old news aside, that was a really cool video. And hopefully, if you have hacks you want us to explore, we want to do it more often, but tracking them down is kind of tricky. So if you got a hack, hit us up. We are hacks over here. We love hacking it up. So, the next biggest one, ultimate guide for weaving a 7018. People love to see you weave it.
It's not a weave, it's oscillation. That's basically the whole video is right there in a few words. It's not weaving, it's an oscillation. Essential
tips for new welders. The biggest thing in this was how to strike a stick rod. And this seems like something that comes up over and over and over again, because some people say strike it like a match. Some people do the tapping. Some people just stick it, So what was your advice in the video, Austin?
It's just, you got to finesse it. You could go about bashing it and tapping it and scratching it and doing it really fast. But if you break that distance from your plate to the tip of the rod, that arc length, before establishing an arc, then it's just going to turn off. So my advice is just to kind of just a little tippy tap on the metal. You got to be a little gentle. It's just such a frustrating thing as a new welder that you have to learn how to do. Just tap it. Just tap it.
I like that you said it's like knocking off Jiminy Cricket's hat.
You're just coming down and you're just kind of like, yeah.
Another one, this one kind of surprised us. It was at the end of last year, I believe, but it's still kind of in the past year. So it was Say Goodbye to Dross. And you showed people how you can use the same amperage, cutting different thicknesses of metal. It's just the most important thing is your travel speed, making sure you have clean air, and make sure your consumables are good.
Yeah, it's hard to harp on plasma cutting too much on the channel because it is just the same advice that I could give you over again if I was to troubleshoot your equipment. And if it's not those things, I'm pretty much worthless. Like, do you have good, dry, clean air? Yes. Okay. Do you have, what amperage are you running? All right. Are those the consumables that go with that amperage? Perfect. Every time we do a plasma cut video, it's those three things that I have to just spin a different way.
So watch out for another video on plasma cutting. Yeah. And fourth might come up. The fourth thing might come up this time.
Yeah, no, it'll be like something like how to plasma cut perfect circles or something, and we'll basically go over those. Do you have clean air? Are you cutting the circle at the right travel speed? Oh, that's a little drossy. How are those consumables?
Speaking of clean air, the Ultimate Rust Welding Challenge. This one was very fun. I enjoyed it very much because I've may or may not have welded and removed a lot of rust in my day. I don't know. That was a big thing. Using scrap metal, it's pretty important. But the TIG welding really blew me away. You know, like I really thought that was going to be a disaster.
I thought there were just going to be a smorgasbord of porosity in there, but I mean, it really does go to show, like, some of the filler metals that are out these days, that's, like, kind of what they're designed to do. It's like, you'd see, like, the pools of silicate or crap on top of the welds. They were definitely full of trash, but there's times where you just can't get to something, so it's kind of nice to know that you could probably weld over it.
We did the hydro testing of the laser welds with old Rex Alexandre.
I guarantee if we had the same conversation 50 years from now, we'd be like, lasers are pretty much it.
Yeah, they're going to be like, what people are using.
I mean, I get it.
When they have
it's pretty dangerous, but it also is pretty impressive as far as the welding process goes. I don't know. Lasers are cool, man. And hydro testing was sick because everyone requested the hydro testing because we did it before with air, and they said we were going to kill ourselves.
Yeah,
but we did the polar opposite. And the one we did with air, me and Jesse, we were probably like 150 foot away behind a wall. And in the hydro one, me and Rex are just standing
right there. I really enjoyed that week, and we found a new great brewery down in Largo.
I will probably never go to again.
I can't remember what it was called, but man, they had clams. They had all kinds of things.
Shrimp po' boys, right?
No, I don't know.
You ate shrimp po' boys so much that week.
Trips were pretty fun. We went to Dallas and did Push Corp. That was fun.
The biggest thing about that for me is that no one really wants to grind. Everybody kind of wants to be the welder, and they don't like that the welder robot's taking the job, but I think they have a good stance there. It's like, we're doing the work you don't want to do.
It was very interesting watching it, and I don't know if I could have the patience to be a programmer. That's for sure. Isaiah.
Yeah, shout out to Isaiah. He was on them keys, dog.
The next trip we took, we went to Canada. We went all across the border and went to the CWB.
Milton is not an exciting place.
No, but we had poutine in the gas station. It was pretty good.
Dude, the poutine gas station poutine was good.
Very soon after that, we went back up to Minnesota. We went and played with more lasers with Prima Power. Chris, you're the man, letting us blow up stuff. We even went out and bought a bunch of stuff for us to blow up. So we made popcorn.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. They were like, you can use the laser to cook popcorn. And I can't tell you how much burnt popcorn we burnt, but we eventually got enough popcorn to make a bit out of it.
Did a podcast. If you haven't seen it, it is we did it from inside of a laser cell. Go check it out on the regular YouTube channel for weld.com. It's still living there. And then while we were up there, since we were in the area, got to go pay a visit to our friends over at 3M.
We love our people at 3M. They really are really cool people. Shout out 3M, teaching me how to grind properly.
If it wasn't for application engineers, no one would be grinding anything correctly these days.
No, and all jokes aside, like, you get complacent or you've been doing something you thought was the right way for years, and then someone was like, well, you probably save like 30% of this disc if you just didn't do it that way. And you're like, oh.
I mean, one of the coolest things I will say is we went there. I mean, we've had a lot of grinder training, and we learned about the not using a 1/4-inch disc on the edge. You know, like that was something that we knew, but they pointed it out pretty hardcore. And then when we were on another trip, which just so happened to be our next trip to Utah, you were able to teach Mike that they were using their abrasives wrong and they switched to a different type.
Yeah, I was like,
Over at BZI.
Did you know?
Like, well, actually,
you'd get a lot more out of your abrasive if you use the right one for your groove grinding.
Well, but Utah, that was, I think out of all of our trips, that was
a
my
pretty
favorite
state
this year, for sure. Beautiful state.
If you're willing to go live in Utah, which is not a bad place to live, it is a beautiful, beautiful place to live. Yeah, BZI would be a nice place to work at. I'd go apply there.
If you have done some flux core in your day and you think you can lay it down, that's an awesome, I recommend people go check it out because they will train you at Steel Tech Academy to not only weld, you'll also learn rigging, safety, all these things that you'll take to any kind of job you go to after that too.
That stuff's invaluable, man. It's like what they don't teach in your traditional welding school, where it's like you just go to your booth and you weld. Like they have that, and they also have literally on the field, like you're out there running a forklift, running like a zoom boom, running a man lift.
From there, we took a beautiful drive through Utah up to Spanish Fork and attended the Yeti Welding Competition, another podcast. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out on the main channel. We talked to all kinds of the different competitors there to see what threw them off the most. So if you're trying to compete in a welding competition, check it out. Might give you a head start, but it's always kind of coming back to welding symbols at all of these different competitions. At least for me, that's what people tell me. What do you think, Austin?
It got me. Like I wasn't competing, but I was like, I'm going to do it anyway, just to do it. And I put welds in the wrong spot, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And I got porosity all in this one corner joint. So I just was like, well, I guess it was a little bit harder than I thought.
You went over and you wiped your name off of it real fast.
Oh yeah, I found the fastest scrap bin for sure, but not before we went to Yeti's competition. We got to do some fly fishing for the first time. That was fun. I almost yanked one of those trout out of the water like a bass. It was like cast daddy hook set, just burn.
They were beautiful fish. Would love to do it again. Never would want to go without a guide though. That's for sure.
He threw he was teaching us how to fish, and he was like, so you do it like this and you catch a fish. And we caught a fish. I was like, sick. I hope it's like that for the rest of the day.
Yeah, and it was for pretty much the entire day. It was just like you throw it out and you're catching fish.
We probably caught 20 fish between us both.
Yeah, dude. And they were this big. Then our next trip, Fabtech, good old Fabtech.
To someone who's never been, you gotta go. To someone who's been 8 times, it's Fabtech.
Yeah, absolutely. My favorite thing about Fabtech this year, ESOP had their Spark event that I got invited to. It was on like the 96th or whatever. It was huge. It was very, very tall building, and we were at the top. And I got to talk to Beau Jackson. He was answering questions, and everyone my whole life has told me about Beau knows. No matter what I do in life, they're like, Beau knows this. And I'm like, yeah. And finally, I got to ask Beau Jackson a question, and we'll play it right here because good old Dat Boy Miggs caught it on tape. So we'll play the video.
As a fellow Beau, my name is also Beau. I grew up and everyone was always saying, Beau knows, you know.
Yes, they were actually talking about me.
I know that. They were. But what is something that you know a lot about that people don't know you know a lot about?
That being with my wife for 40 years, being with my wife for 40 years, she's only had the privilege of cooking no more than a dozen times in 40 years. I do all the cooking in the house.
But yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was a good question, dude.
That's what everyone said.
Where do you come up with that stuff?
Podcasting. Don't ask the questions they want to hear. You give them questions they've never heard before. Good old Fabtech. And then, of course, that leads us to one of our favorite events we go to every year, good old Maker Camp. we did the welding competition. Austin got to just sit back, judge welds, and help people learn how to do it correctly if they want it. And good old Dave, man. Shout out to Dave.
Oh, yeah.
Dave got to Dave
Crane
Doherty.
Dave.
You'll
Crane
see
Dave.
him on the podcast soon. We're doing an episode with him, but it was awesome. I hope it becomes a tradition at camp.
I think we should do something where we can make little knickknacks for folks, because I think that's what most people are there to do, is like make a trinket to take home, and then also do like the side competition or a competition for like half a day or something. But
yeah, just like one day.
Yeah,
one day.
Who's the best here? We're going to do it from this time to this time. Come shoot your shot. Here's an Amazon gift card.
That leads us to just a couple. I want to just go through a couple social media clips because I think they're important. They're important. Social media is very important these days. Like wearing an Iron Man mask, like that is a very important welding thing that we need to teach people about.
Yeah, it's just one of those quick bits. Johnny didn't have a hood that day, and I wanted to weld with him, and I had my hood, and I knew Scott had the Iron Man hood, and I was like, well, if I need a quick million views or two, let's pop that bad boy on.
Okay, another one that was huge was how to pierce with a plasma cutter, and people had all kinds of things to say, but end of the day, I like your stance.
A hole's a hole. Like, why are we got to argue about how we got the hole in there? If you're going to take this little bit of metal and remove it, let's get it out, in and out of the way. People were saying you should pre-drill the hole instead of, pointing the plasma cutter down and away, so you shoot in and spray up and, blah, whatever. That's how I was taught in the back. When I first got into pressure vessels, we had to plasma cut really thick stainless steel, and the welder that I was supervising, he made me do a lot of the cutting and grinding. So when it came to cutting the holes, you had this massive plasma cutter. I'm talking massive. And he just held it up. The first time I did it, I looked straight down the barrel of that sucker and ate a fistful of slag. And he laughed at me, and he's like, no, point it to the side. And then that's how I've always done it, So piercing with the plasma, point it to the side, wait till it makes its way through, and go about your day.
Okay, another big one that we had was lighting a cutting torch in 12 seconds, I thought it was, but I guess it says 10 seconds here. I cut together, we did a video where you were showing common mistakes that people were doing, and you did one like speed run of lighting a torch. I thought it was awesome, but I thought one of the funny comments was someone was telling you, yeah, but you gotta do that in the field. And you're like, I did. What are you talking about? That's exactly.
It's
how
the
you
same
do it.
way. He's like, yeah, but what if you're pulling all your stuff through grit, grime, and mud, and I've been doing this for 25 years, and it ain't like it is in your little shop, boy. It's like, golly, dude, it is the same torch whether you drag it through mud or not. And if it's not, the mud's doing nothing. It's the same. It's the same.
Yeah, but I'd like to see you do it.
Yeah, you should do it again anyway and show me you're man enough.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. It's silly. And someone was like, I didn't learn anything from this. It's like, I guess not, because it was just me.
Well, go watch the full video. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, that's like the thing that I have to say all the time on our shorts is like, go watch the whole video. And
hey, man, just trying to do my job. Okay. All right, the last one I want to talk about is bridge tacking. I love videos where you do bridge tacks, and I believe you did an Inconel, when you did the Inconel video, you did the Inconel bridge tacks, and it blows people's minds because they've never seen it before, but then there are people that do respect the game, because I remember seeing a comment that's like, most people don't understand how talented you have to be to do what this man just did on a tack, so shout out to you. Way to go, Austin. Way to go, dude.
Man, bridge tacks are like the best thing for open roots. It really doesn't matter if you can bridge tack anything. It's a little bit dumb to do carbon steel, but like when I used to work in production shops, when they would fit spools, like the fitters were on one side of the shop, welders were on the other side, and we would often do TIG roots or MIG roots. And the fitters would always tack with MIG regardless. And they're not qualified to do open root welds, so the only way they can fit it is with the bridge tack. And you get the most monstrosity of tacks. Like, I'm talking just these gobs and goops and things, and just holding the pipe together, and you just chop them out with a cutoff wheel, thump them out, and put your root in. And then, of course, taking any weld test, if I was doing anything stainless or alloys, I'm always bridge tacking, because carbon steel is easy to tie into with like a TIG torch, even stick welding and stuff. But bridge tacks, you don't have to worry about tying into a tack if your tack's not there.
Cut the bridge tack out, go on with your life. Just like we're doing with this episode. What a year. Next year, get ready, because we're just ramping up. I hope you've enjoyed the way that the content has been going recently, because we are going to get to the bottom of a lot of stuff coming up. So what are your hopes and dreams for next year, Austin?
1 million views.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Weld. It has been a crazy year, that's for sure, but I appreciate everyone who's come on the podcast to chat with me, everyone who's opened up their doors to let us come and make videos, and everybody who reaches out through comments, DMs, just telling us what you need, because we couldn't do it without you. Keep the questions coming, and we'll keep the content coming, and until next year, we'll see you out there.